Yes, I'm back with the fellas with another rendition of the show of shows. You know what I mean? The real showcase of the Immortals after the showcase of the Immortals. You know what I'm trying to say? It's the show of shows. Got the chef with me, got DPJR with me,
In the
supposed to have
building.
JMC with me. We gonna see what's going on with this chat filing in. But full disclosure, first things first, before we get the show really started, I was talking to the fellas earlier. I am sick and tired of people thinking there is an actual competition between Kendrick Lamar and Drake right about now. There's none. It's over, man. It's done,
over.
bro.
I agree.
Short of literally a Danny Glover Angels in the outfield moment, where the Angels literally float down and start ghostwriting for Aubrey Graham. It is a Reynolds.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Aubrey, what you doing to us light skinned brothers? Come on, man.
He just set y'all back to the slave times when we was hitting on y'all when y'all was in the house when we was out in the field. He set y'all back that far. He set y'all back that far.
Yeah. You can take him and Shamar Moore.
Oh my god!
Oh, wait a minute. What's Shamar do?
What's Shamar do?
What's Shamar Moore do?
Remember when he was the host of Soul Train and
I'm like, come on, man. Like,
what happened? What did he do? Oh, that's true. What? Hold on. Come on, man. You bring up a Soul Train? Come on.
I did. Remember, he couldn't dance and he was the host and he was trying to dance on the side. Yeah, I remember that.
That's neither here nor there. I will say this. All
that inner hate coming out right now.
For a DSB, for a dark skinned brother, I will say that
DSB.
I will say this as I hold my Afro pick. Listen, as I hold my gender neutral Afro pick. Listen to your boy, man. There's a quiet comfort that the dark skinned brothers is making a resurgence. I will say that. But I'm not a fan of what's happening to Aubrey Graham, because I believe he's one of the best to ever do it in the industry. Because a wise man once said, if you get the women on the dance floor and the women vibing, that's all that matters at the end of the day. And all these brothers in these streets and all these dudes I be hearing talking in these streets, that's all they care about is getting women. You know what I'm trying to say? So Drake is a facilitator of many ugly dudes getting women on the dance floor. That's all I'm going to say. So I will not let this man go without giving him his proper flowers, as he is literally getting assassinated. Damn. I'm talking about John Wilkes Booth type assassination is going on right now. It's nasty work. It is nasty work.
I mean, it is clear a lot of people chose to deal with this dude when he was on top. And now that, someone started taking shots at him out, everybody went got their pitchforks and their torches, and the producers and the rappers and the ghostwriters and everybody fighting back.
They just kicking a man while it's down. I just heard Rose. We go get to the wrestling shit, but this is my show. Listen. Listen. Let me pull back for a second. First of all, I would never make a song about like the Metro Boomin. First of all, there's so many layers of this. First of all, Metro Boomin is one of the greatest rap producers in the world. He is. I don't like a lot of the new era rap producers because they make a lot of these bubblegum bullshit songs and they give a lot of credence to these untalented some bitches out there. However, because I can tell you a good producer from a bad producer, Metro Boomin is cold, man. That boy is cold. Because you could always tell a beat maker based on how much they can layer. That shows their ability. If they can layer beat underneath beat and make it all make sense. Metro Boomin is something else, man. That beat is so cold. Man, it is so cold, man.
Might be the best beat I ever heard in my life,
bro. It is, but it's just so cold because he got the soul. It's like very Just Blaze. It's something Just Blaze would have did, and that's my favorite producer of all time. And I think the greatest producer of all time is Timbaland, but my favorite producer of all time is Just Blaze because they puts that soul sample type shit with the hard bass. That Metro Boomin, that is nasty. I will say this though. I would never, for even 10 grand. This is how I know you guys ain't shit. 10,000. Yeah. You know how I know people ain't shit? I used to rap. Before I did anything, I did rap. I said I would never. 10 grand ain't enough for me to slander Aubrey Graham. Oh no. No. You gotta for me to slander Aubrey Graham, you gotta give me like 10 more 10 grands. I can't be slandering Aubrey. So for you out there in these streets, I see all you sucker MCs posting y'all videos. Y'all ain't right. Cause I know if Drake pulled up to your house right now with a record deal, y'all sign on the dotted line. So I don't like this. This is nasty work. Nasty work by you people. But shout out to Metro Boomin. Shout out to Metro Boomin. He is special. And wait a minute, why the hell he mad?
Shit, if I know.
Why is Metro Boomin mad? He's right. Can you tell me I don't know what the hell's going on.
It's been so long. I knew the reason. I already forgot what the reason was.
Oh, then it ain't that. Then it can't be
female. No, he's mad. There's a reason.
He just made a diss beat. He definitely mad about something.
I mean, look, one of the early Drake disses, he told Metro to shut your ass up and go make some drums. So guess what he did?
What you just told him to do. You don't ever tell a beat maker of that quality and caliber to go make beats. Don't do that. Yo, Leslie was really good. Disney was good. Jesse was good. Like, don't ever tell a beat maker to make a beat. You should have told him to make a ham sandwich or something. Like, Metro Boomin, I want some more. Listen, Jesse, I don't know what's going on. I removed myself from hip hop for many reasons because hip hop is shit nowadays. Therefore, I have taken a step back. However, when two legends go head to head, I'm forced to step in.
You got to climb back in now, especially when they're dropping bars. More bars than Alcatraz now.
I will say this Aubrey slander.
I see you, Seth. I see you, baby. Yeah.
I don't know why you mentioned the most outdated prison, but there's a lot of bars in there still.
I'm trying to tell you.
So that's it's dated, but it's accurate. I don't give a shit. Listen,
also sidebar, it's a smaller prison than you think. I've been there.
Oh yeah, I hear it's a little tighter than people think. It's one of those things like when you go back to elementary school, it's like smaller than you remember. I went back to my elementary school, I was like, damn, why is everything so small? Somebody was like, you got big, dummy. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Alcatraz is tighter than you see, but all I've seen was like the island from afar.
Once you get up on it, you're like, oh, it's not that big. And then you go inside, you're like, oh, this prison's not that big at all.
However, they have a resume of prisoners that most people can't touch. They got some legends that was up in there, boy. They got some legends,
Evan,
boy.
You know you're a bad motherfucker when you got the whole world chanting OV-ho. I swear to God.
Hey, yo, listen.
That shit in London. Like,
this is nasty work going. There's some nasty work going on with Drizzy Drake. And I don't like it. I don't like y'all spray painting my man Spot. I don't like that. That's nasty. I don't like bodyguards getting shot. That's nasty.
That's nasty. That's disappointing. But Drake has yet to pull his pants up because Kendrick Lamar exposed his ass and used a belt and whooped his ass in front of the whole world.
No, listen.
Like he was Foghorn Leghorn with that dog. You hear me? That's what.
Don't you ever reference the real icon. Kendrick Lamar can't touch Foghorn Leghorn. I say, boy, he can kick rocks.
I say, boy. Hey, that's what the Rock was sounding like, boy. I say, boy.
Listen, I say, Kendrick, you can't fuck with Foghorn Leghorn, daddy.
Only on this podcast, fellas, can you get Foghorn Leghorn, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar and Alcatraz all in the same.
There is not a rapper
like we do.
There ain't a rapper alive that can match bar for bar with Foghorn Leghorn. There ain't a rapper alive. There ain't a rapper alive. That motherfucker's to go.
I can't even say we're off the rails because we didn't even start on the rails. We didn't even start on the track.
I wasn't even going to put this part in the podcast, but this part might make it. This part might make it in. Putting over Foghorn Leghorn, daddy.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Kendrick Lamar, I don't care. I don't care how many black people you touch, Kendrick. You can never have the reach that Foghorn Leghorn got.
That's a little far.
Man, bro, I'm at work and I'm on the phone, and then I'm like, shit, because I just got through listening to Euphoria, and then I had to give this code. I was like, hey, it's for Kendrick. This motherfucker gonna say, good choice. I said, you motherfucker, you ain't right. We talking about this at the bank. Man, these motherfuckers got tentacles, man. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Kendrick, for real. Like, this has been amazing. Woo. I ain't got no motherfucking sleep, but I appreciate you. I'm getting called out fucking sleep. Hey, man, Drake's dropping what? I'll never sleep. Then it's like, oh, no.
Listen.
Kendrick's dropping on top of Drake. What? Man, this was a crazy-ass weekend.
Let me start the show officially, because I'm telling you right now, I don't want to hear nothing from Aubrey Graham ever again after Euphoria. I don't want to hear nothing from you. Go on there with that soft, sing-songy bullshit. That Negro from Compton. You better stop playing. You know where that man's. You know that man was forged in Mordor. Are you crazy?
Man, Drake fucked up when he crushed that van, boy. He woke some inside the Kendrick.
They forged that man. They forged that man in Mordor. They had a couple rings to the side, and they forged that old black ass dude, and he pulled up to rap right after Sauron's eye or whatever the shit. Yo, what up, Gary? Yo. Jesse was really good. Okay, listen.
Tough break.
That man said, hope they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. Son of a bitch. What are you doing to this man? What the fuck did he do to you? Good God. Oh, my God.
Listen, he has.
I was in my car like this for the 2 days. I'm like, this motherfucker Kendrick, man.
Kendrick Lamar is like six Black Panthers rolled into like
that
a fruit roll up.
The boogeyman for real. Like, man, I swear for God, that motherfucker the boogeyman. You see his little bitty eyes in the fucking dark creeping up on you, about to stab your ass.
Well, guess what? Guess what? I ain't got to worry about it. He ain't coming after me. I'm good.
No.
I'm good.
This light-skinned brother don't want. No, I don't want none of that song from your ass.
Yo, Charlene was really good. Yo, listen, man. There was a Backlash show in France.
There was.
And
oh yeah.
Now listen, people were talking about the crowd. People quickly disrespected Puerto Rico, like they didn't even put it down either. That's the nasty work we talk about right there. I'm talking about. Puerto Rico showed up and showed out, and immediately they get thrown into the fray a year later, talking about they ain't shit. Parlez-vous français? And I was like, damn. I was like, sacre bleu. You know what I mean? I was like, hold on. You can't just poo-poo on Puerto Rico like that. Let me say Jesse, the crowd was a little too hype is what the point I'm getting to. They're a little too hype. It's a little too hype for me. There was a point where I was like, all right, now y'all kind of hijacking the show a little bit. Like every single 1-2 count, I started getting a little bit like Puerto Rico picked their spots, and it was they were a part of the show, but it was cool from a distance. France, I'm telling you, I'm used to these kind of crowds.
You know what's sad about that? They were louder than they were when PSG just lost this afternoon. I tell you that much. They were a little bit extra.
And that's my issue. This is my issue because anybody that really watches European sports, this is not a surprise. This is not a surprise. So like because this is what they do. For everybody out here, even my own people, my own Americans talking about this is how American crowds need to be. This is not how we are.
That's not fucking come on.
But that's not what we know. That's not what we do. We don't have clever, cool chants, and we don't. That's not what we do. And that's number one. Number two, they ain't gonna be back in France until the year 2067. So I don't care what Triple A say. I don't care what Nick Khan say. I don't care what Shere Khan says. I don't care what Tony Khan says.
Shere Khan. I like
that. It doesn't matter. So you should be hyped. You need to do it like it was your last show in Lyon, because it very well might be your last show in Lyon. So bravo, oui, merci beaucoup, and all that other good stuff. But I will say this. Lil Chi, what it do? I will say this. It was great. It was a great atmosphere. You turned a glorified house show into a premium live event. That is what I will say. Through the midst of all that, you turned into a very rudimentary card where things went exactly like you thought they would go. Cody retaining his first defense, Damian retaining his first defense, new tag team champions because Asuka and Kairi can always get them back and do whatever they do, and everything went exactly like it was supposed to. However, France treated it as if it was their WrestleMania. And
as they should.
And I will exactly, and I will always give them credit for that. But what I won't do is start gassing them up like they're the greatest crowd of all time. I go, hey. No.
As much as it gets on my nerves, Chicago's better than that.
Like, can we stop? Because I ain't never gonna put over no damn European crowd over my own crowd. You must be crazy.
Crazy.
That's wrestling treason. This is stuff that gets you court-martialed, daddy.
Tell them. And Puerto Rico, part of the United States, daddy, let them know. They can hear it. Yeah, they count.
Ain't nobody else caping up for our country. So my people on the show gonna have to do it. My fellas gonna have to do it because this is some nasty work. The stuff I've been reading for the past couple of days. They should never have another backlash in America. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty stuff.
Although, if they're gonna keep this train of we're gonna go to a different international
seems
city,
to be the thing.
I'm cool with it because no offense to these cities, and as we would be as well, but they're thirsty. We don't come over there often. So they got to drink it in because if they don't make no noise, WWE ain't coming back to your ass. We can be quiet as a church mouse in the middle of New York City, and these motherfuckers going to be right back.
Right in MSG the next week.
Talking about, oh, look at this gate. What they didn't make no noise. We don't give a damn. Don't even matter.
So we're still rolling up to Mobile, Alabama next.
Tell them. Poughkeepsie, New York, up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? They'll still pull up to Allentown, Pennsylvania. You hear me? It doesn't matter. They all across the United States. They're not gonna go to everywhere in the world if y'all don't make no noise. So y'all have to. Y'all backs are against the wall. Y'all have to make it like it's the fucking World Cup or something for a house
Absolutely
show.
Right.
Yeah, come on, y'all. Make another movie before they get another premium live event.
The issue with them
hold on. Y'all gotta hold on. We can't gloss over that. I don't think y'all understand the deep cut there. Y'all gotta understand these are layers of what he just said there. He said James Cameron to make another movie. James Cameron don't make a movie but once every like 7 years. once every 8 years, once every 9 years. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to throw shade. I just want everyone to put things in perspective. Like they're stealing shine from Samantha, and Lord knows you can't do that without getting canceled on the internet. So I'm just saying, y'all cool with that? Y'all ain't never been cool with that. Taking shine from Samantha, taking shine from the commentators, making all kinds of noise after every 2 count, speaking in a language don't nobody know what the hell y'all saying. Hey, calm down, sit y'all asses down after the bell rings and watch the show. Damn,
it ain't that hard. And if y'all are making noise for everything, how do we know what's exciting and what's not exciting?
Everything was exciting, apparently.
Exciting, y'all. Like, come on, y'all. There's a low point. Everybody got to calm down. Y'all motherfuckers was cheering for a motherfucker saying, yeah. Woo! He said the letter, oui. Bonjour, monsieur. Wee! Come on.
They ain't been that excited since Ratatouille dropped in theaters.
Yo, shut up.
Oh my God.
Shut the hell up.
And, Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles was a good match, but people are making it seem like it was this magnificent gem of a match that we've never seen.
You didn't agree?
Before.
You don't agree?
I thought it was a good match, but I can't shit on AEW wrestlers for kicking out at 1 and then Cody Rhodes kicks out of the burning hammer at 1. Come on, man. Y'all, I'm going to be consistent. So that took away from it a little bit.
Yes, you do, Mr. Scott.
And they were a couple people. Well, not a couple people. There were a couple moves that they botched too, like that super duper Cody cutter. That wasn't everything that it needed to be. They fucked that up.
Gross.
And everybody's like, yes. But like in America, where we see this shit all the time, they're like, ooh, not yeah, oh my God, that's so amazing. Like, come on, y'all. Like we need to be able to ride that roller coaster to know what's good and what's not good. If y'all are cheering for everything, that can be a little bit boring. That can be a little bit extra. Y'all gotta go on a roller coaster and believe that we are seeing the same thing that you are, and y'all cheering for shit that we wouldn't cheer for is confusing to the viewer at home. It's like, what the fuck are y'all so excited for? Who's there? What are y'all doing in the crowd? It's like you're trying to hijack this shit so they come back.
So my pushback here, I was talking to my man Anthony King. If you don't know him, he does a lot of music for AEW and Menteezy. They do a lot of stuff, and every now and again we'll talk. And he asked me literally during the show, like, what do you think of the show? And he disagreed with me. I was like, they're a little much. They're a little much for me. There was a point when I was like, oh, okay, now they're over the edge a little bit. Because with soccer crowds don't bother me, is because soccer is actually a build-up sport. It's like there is a lot of hurry up and wait. So like the crowd kind of entertains themselves with the chants, because sometimes there'll be, there's 30, 40, 50 passes before anybody gets into the final third. So I get those chants, plus they're in stadiums and it's not so compacted. When you're in a little arena like that for Backlash, it just became a little, if you have a halfway decent TV or sound system,
bro,
it just got, that's what I'm trying to say. It got a little annoying to me. But he pushed back, and he had a great point. He said, and I love when people have great points when we're pushing back. This is what I like about healthy arguments. He goes, if a casual person would pull up to that Peacock thing like randomly, he goes, how well do you think that would make WWE look? And I go, amazing. I'll give him that. Think about it. You know what I mean? He's like, if somebody was watching wrestling for the first time, he goes, wouldn't that entice them to sit down if they heard how hyped the crowd is? Do you agree with that take?
It would entice them to sit down, but yet if it's not exciting and it's just about the crowd, they're just gonna get up and walk out the room. Regardless.
What do you think about that, Chef? Like, you know what I mean? Like that Anthony said, like, if it looked like an exciting time, like a party you would like to attend. So if you were a casual not knowing what WWE was, would that have kept you there, that kind of energy?
So I honestly probably not. Only because the new car smell and the new car shine eventually is gonna wear off. So you hear the noise, you see the crowd reactions, you see them cheering, you see them chanting, you see them moving their arms, or with their camera lights and everything, and you see, oh, it's in France, but then you're like, well, what are they going to do next, or what happens after that? Or so eventually, like the casual, like let's say the people in my household are gonna go back to their phone, or they're gonna go back to whatever they were doing prior to looking up at the TV. So I mean, it's going to catch people, but I don't know if it's going to hold people.
Yeah. So what you're looking for to me when you see this kind of things, if you know the product, you know how things go. To me, nothing happens at Backlash. Not recent memory. I do believe. I think it's the first premium live event after the showcase of the Immortals. So nothing really happens. Right now they're throwing bodies at Monsieur Rhodes, and they are trying to see what sticks. The phenomenal AJ Styles somehow in the best shape of his entire life, reinvigorating itself, even though I do believe he's on the back nine of his career. Hell, he's probably on the final 3 holes of the Masters. But I think he's still a quality opponent. He gives credibility. He gives cool matchups for people to see that might not have seen them match up before. So I think it was good for the wrestling community. Lucci says, I'm so tired of what chants. Oh, yeah. What chants they've been, you know what I'm saying? They to me, they've lost their venom. Any competent promo cutter can silence any what chant. Like Dakota did it last night. What she said? She said something like, she says like a moron says what or something like that, and they go what? Like, you know what I mean? Like she like you could cook people with that what chant if you really are halfway competent. So to your point, Lucci, I understand, but bro, those chants for me, just for me, bro. You gotta understand. Anytime I'm talking because of me. I'm my own person. So that's my opinion personally. It was a little much for Uncle Mack. It's a little much. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I don't like to get out my damn Rosetta Stone to hear what the hell y'all talking about. Man, shut the hell up, man. The first time I ever wanted to hear a call from Michael Cole, y'all talking, man. Shut up. Damn. But anyways, they had listen. I what's going on? I don't know. Listen, goddamn it. You know what, Chef? I'm gonna give it to you, man. Maybe you'll be more of a because I can't take it first. I'm gonna just say something stupid. What?
Okay.
Talk to me about this bloodline stuff, man. Please talk to me about it. Because I swear.
I don't.
That man said a Dollar General bloodline.
It is though. It is a discount drug mart bloodline. They literally are pulling guys that aren't related, that are just brown with tattoos. Like no one has.
Oh God!
Hey, what's the trademark? Hey,
I'm saying,
what they do?
All I'm saying is they're pulling guys who fit the profile, but might not actually be related. That's all I'm saying. They
put them together.
There we go, baby.
There it is. I get it, but it just looks wild that you're just pulling like they're deep faking the deep fakes. Like we all assume it's gonna be.
I don't know if they heard that. Jesus,
and they double back and they're like, "You think we're gonna pull a Tonga, or you think we're gonna pull Jacob Fatu because y'all all expect Jacob Fatu, and then we're gonna give you a guy who's not even a Tonga or a Fatu or." Roman Reigns' fourth cousin, twice removed. Like we're not even. You get the guy who.
Listen, Chef. Miguel says, "Y'all remember when Undertaker told the crowd, say what if y'all sleep with your sister?" Yeah. Come on, that's what I mean. Shout out to Miguel for pulling it up too. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. A halfway competent person can kill the what chant. But back to Chef's point, and back to Chef's point, Heidi's point. You damn right. If based on Chef's criteria, I could be in the bloodline. Damn it, but brown with tattoos. I fit the criteria. Can you pull? Can I pull up? Can DP pull up?
I mean, you might be too tall. You might be too tall. They're all about.
That's nasty work. That's nasty.
Hey, Rock and Roman left. They just bloodline short. You know what I'm saying?
I am telling you right now. I am sick and tired of milk toast, Tongans, and half Samoans and
junior varsity,
brown skin, pro-am. Hold on, listen, goddamn it, listen, man. I have seen cover bands, and they are phenomenal. I've seen some great cover bands in my day, And what I'm trying to say is they have a market for them because you can't always go see the real deal. When you go see the real deal, it is like a different level. What I'm trying to say is get this cover band bloodline the hell out of my ring.
It's a bunch of people at a karaoke bar playing bloodline members.
Straight up. This is karaoke night. This is karaoke night.
At the karaoke at your local bar that ain't even got 30 people in that motherfucker.
And you know what happens when you have
somebody out the door as you singing.
And you know how sometimes you have somebody do karaoke and you get that one person that can sing like Aretha Franklin, the rest of them are bums.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So in this analogy, the one that can sing like Aretha, I'll be kind, is Solo. I'll be kind. I'll be gentle. The rest of these are sucker MCs.
Yeah, these are bloodline members who dress for Friday Night Football, but only play on Saturday. They just dress for Friday.
You're those guys. You guys are doo-doo. Tonga. If you don't, that's what I'm focused. Yo, listen, and with the sucker MC that they debuted, he missed his cue.
Right. Evan said, y'all ain't what he flushed down the toilet earlier this morning, you bum. Damn, Evan, that's nasty, baby. That's nasty work. Get your shit together. At least say a word. This woman was looking tough. I was like, who are you?
Lucci is trying to. He says that Tama Tonga would have been better without being attached to the bloodline. That is absolutely false. He needs all the help he can get because he is due.
He need an honorary Oos. Who need an honorary Oos t-shirt?
Who had on their bingo card that Evan Mack would start a fucking beef with Tama Tonga like fucking JMC started with Karrion Kross? That was not on my bingo card. Holy shit.
So trash. He's
my
so
God.
trash. He's so trash. Listen, yo, thanks, Charlene. I appreciate
moment
you.
he seen that motherfucker pull up, he said he was trash.
Listen, Miguel, shout out to Miguel. They need to develop Tama 1 and 2 because no one knows who they are. Okay, that's on a serious note. Listen, I know the internet wrestling marks, they know who they are, and they're getting all gatekeeperish because you don't know who they are. You haven't seen their work, you haven't seen their exploits. I go, no, and this is not because of a WWE thing. I watch people that are watchable. Whether they're TNA, whether they're New Japan, whether they're AEW, CW, NBC, ABC, it don't matter what letters and acronyms you want to come up with. I don't care where they are. If you're about that life, I will find you. I will Liam Neeson. I will hunt you down, track you down, pull up to your match and watch you cook. That's why Jacob Fatu is getting all that pomp and all that circumstance, because he's Hemi Neutron. And as soon as he pulls up, he's going to dispatch these people with extreme prejudice. He has a presence. He has talent. I seen him on a promo. He can cut a promo. That dude is all of them combined, and I'm not being funny. He is. They are bums. I am so sick and tired of you just pulling somebody up, and I'm just supposed to accept who they are. I need box office. I need talent. You mean mugging and missing your only cue. You had one job, bro, to pull the ref's leg. It took the production genius of the World Wrestling Entertainment to make it look like you didn't miss it, and the referee draping his leg outside of the ring because he's like, where the hell is this beige son bitch at? This dude is trash, man. Look, ref, whatever money they pay him, they need to double it. He draped his leg over that damn apron.
His leg was so far, he was doing a stanky leg.
Is you wired up? Hey, if I was so low, I'd go grab my motherfucking I go grab my speaker, I go hit my iPhone, and I go straight to Kendrick Lamar and start playing Not Like Us and start crip walking and be like, they not like us. They not like us, and dip on their ass.
This dude
real, because they trash compared to that young man. That boy,
this dude had the referee doing the hokey pokey, man. Come on, man. Come on. You put your left foot in. You put your left and shake it all about, baby. Here I go. He's trending. I said, I don't give a damn. Don't everything trend? If I pull up in the middle of the ring tomorrow and they be like, who's Evan? I'd be trending. It's so ridiculous. It is so freaking ridiculous, man. Like, listen, my wife can't stand us apparently. So that's how I know we cooking.
Hey, I was just thinking, I said, shit, we've been dropping bars on this motherfucker. We ain't even been going for 30 minutes. Bars.
Yo, listen, Miguel makes a good point. Though. He goes, what happens to them after the Bloodline story ends? I feel like they're just here for the Bloodline storyline. It feels like it, right, though? It feels like that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, But I'm pretty sure it's a contract. I don't know how that kind of stuff works.
They're the people in the family reunion you see in the background, and you don't know where they came from, but they say they're part of the family, but you don't even know, you ain't seen them before, and then they gone, and you don't know see them again. That's who they are.
Damn. Y'all seen Wedding Crashers? That's who they are. They're the Crashers. They were not invited. They were not invited. But this is not going to be a historic comedy that I love and hold dear. This is going to be 2-3 sucker MCs pulling up, ruining my damn product. Tonga. What was his name? Tua Tagovailoa. Who, man, get that man. Get the hell out of my.
That man said Tagovailoa.
Get the hell out of my.
They from the same island too. Ain't that a bitch?
They're more bloodline than Tangaloa.
They kind of bitch from the same hood. Evan didn't even know it.
I hate everything.
Oh,
I hate everything in the world, man. I swear before God, man. Damn. But through the midst of all that tomfoolery, like the bigger issue to me, fellas, like with the bloodline stuff, and like in the great Paul Heyman, they haven't playing his role like he doesn't know what's going on. That's killing me, man. That's killing me. The greatness of to me, the greatest of all time is looking around like he is perplexed. He's verklempt. He's bewildered. He doesn't know what's going on. That exact thing that DP just did. He looking around like the guys, the wise man. Oh, this is not. But the wise man, the guy that knows all, the guy that has his finger on the pulse, the guy that's hit the switch for the great Roman Reigns, the great Joseph Anawahi, he don't know what's going on. Y'all killing me, man. Y'all killing me right there. That's crazy. Seriously, I don't even care if this is coming from Roman Reigns. It's not right. It's wrong. I don't care if it's coming from the tribal chief himself. This storyline, I don't care. Everything, but Chef, to your point, way back, you're saying it's setting up the Civil War, the bloodline thing. You think all this will be worth it in the end?
Yeah, because we're clowning it, but that's where they're going. I mean, that you have to establish another faction before the one true chief comes back. So it's ugly and it don't look good, and we're having a lot of laughs. But I don't know how else they would have built this second faction.
How about not do it lazy and just throw motherfuckers together and call them the bloodline? Let's be a little more creative. They were called Gorillas of Destiny. Here's an idea. Have them come in how they were. There's a thought. Damn, my bad. That's such an original idea. I don't think the WWE could come up with that motherfucker. But anyway, I'm not sure
Tua Loyal can count. Can he count?
Hell no. And then you got Solo, who we all think has potential, but he's not the leader. He's not even ready for that shit. And then now we're supposed to wait on The Rock until when? The Netflix deal, maybe SummerSlam, and then maybe here's a little bit of a sneak peek. But it seems like that 5-day streak of Roman Reigns was more of a farewell than y'all originally thought. And if he's not coming back and you don't know when he's coming back, I don't know. And what are we going to call them after he comes back? What, who's the real bloodline? We got the bloodline and the real bloodline. Come on, man. Or are we going to call them the line of blood? I don't know. What the hell? You tell me.
This is why I believe wholeheartedly, like sometimes you got to just put a pin in stuff and kind of just put things on the back burner. It doesn't mean take Solo off TV. But I don't know. Let him cook, man. Let him do something that's wrestling related, but not necessarily be having to carry. This is a lot to carry, man. And you won't let Solo talk that much. So it's hard to be a silent leader in professional wrestling. You know what I'm trying to say, like it's tough.
He would be better off being like a loose cannon that has no leader, right?
Yeah,
he would be better off being like
a wild Samoan,
like a wild Samoan who has no like. Where Paul is trying to corral him but can't control him. Yeah. Instead of Paul looking like a hostage from a guy who's not really a spoken leader. Like,
he's going around beating the brakes off of all the baby faces. Solo don't need anybody. He don't need nobody by his side. He's literally smashing people. And Paul Heyman's like, yo, chill, man. This is not what he intended. He didn't want you to do this, and this and that. And that's when I think it would give him a little bit more of an opportunity because they're making him the heir apparent. Why the chief said it months ago. This is the new head of the table. Remember that? Or whatever the hell he said. Remember he said it's a new tribe. You never said he's the next in line or whatever. He said that a while ago. And I think he was literally trying to let us know because he was going to go away. What I'm trying to say is what Chef just said to me is a better thing for him to do. It's a little more organic because I just don't like the aesthetic of who he's rolling with. Straight up. I just don't, man.
And they better not fuck up the debut of Jacob Fatu either.
He's a force of nature, man. I think it's almost impossible to mess it up. He is a force of nature. When he comes through and they let him do what he be doing, Lord have mercy, man.
Right.
He's something, man. He's a wrecking ball, man, for real. And it'll be interesting to see what their plan is for that. which side he picks for that. He got heel written all over him, so we'll see how they do. But yeah, I'll put a pin in that. Gentlemen, King of the Ring is going on. I'm looking at the bracket. I don't know if y'all know who's in the bracket. I'm sure y'all do. So far, moving forward, Gunther beat Sheamus, Ilya Dragunov debuting and beating King Ricochet. Now for SmackDown, AJ, Orton, Baron, Carmelo, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Bobby Lashley, and Tama Tonga. And I think they're going to have this dude go over on the Daywalker himself, Bobby Lashley, and I'm going to be sick. Now, with that being said, guys, if you're seeing how this bracket's shaking out, who do you think is winning King of the Ring? Chef.
I thought it was telegraphed for Dragunov to win. I hope that's not what's happening with what you just said, but it's not going to be Lashley. I thought it was scripted for Drew to get. I guess my whole problem is what does the winner of the King of the Ring get? Like, I talked about it once before. Do they get like a participation trophy, like when you're in T-ball and everybody gets that little trophy that, you know, says you participated and you did a good job, but you didn't really earn nothing? Or do they get like Pizza Hut coupons for a free personal pan pizza? Do they get, you know, do they get a gift card to Dave and Buster's? Like, what do you get for winning King of the Ring? Help me. That's the bigger question, not who gonna win. What's the point?
What is the prize at the end of the rainbow? That's the question. Who's winning this thing? Unless you got an answer for Chef, DP, because that's a hell of a question.
I think I got an answer for both, but to Chef first, the reasons because they have nothing else for these people. That's the only reason. We're gonna send them over to Saudi and we're gonna make some money. We're gonna get them excited for a house show called King and Queen of the Ring, and we're gonna get them to sell out because we.
And make a poster that looks like Black Panther.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Then we're going to have everybody come over there. We're going to get you excited. And it's telegraphed. I personally think it's telegraphed for Melo.
Do you really?
Okay.
It would benefit him the most. And
wow.
I think there's some chicanery can come along with it, especially if you're not getting a title shot to get it away from Gunther. You can figure something out to get him up out of there. Be creative, WWE. I'm tired of doing your job for you. How about you figure it out? But here's the thing. I think Carmelo Hayes, King Melo, it just has a ring to it. He already had the picture of him with the crown on, like he was Biggie Smalls with the championship belt. It just fits.
Two black people in a row? You must be smoking crack.
Man, look. And it's telegraphed for him and Bobby Lashley to be the last two in SmackDown because of that encounter.
No way in hell, bro.
No, I just realized that it's gonna be LA Knight because they still don't know.
LA Knight's in it.
Yeah, it's AJ Styles versus Randy Orton, Baron Corbin versus Melo, LA Knight versus Santos, Bobby Lashley.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, but even still, King LA Knight. No, that don't have no ring. King LA, King Knight, Night King. No, hell no. I don't give a damn if his ass was King Nighthawk. It don't work.
King Dragunov just has that kind of.
I could see King Dragunov, but he's not a heel yet. He ain't a heel yet. I think this is a heel. It's supposed to be a heel gimmick. And I just think if it's a heel gimmick, it would just fit King Melo, and King Melo got a ring to it. And I think he'd wear the crown and he have a little bit of swag with that whole two black people in the row thing. Hey, Evan, you got me, bro. You got hands up, brother. I don't want no problems. You might be right. I don't know. Stand back.
I don't know. Listen, Samoan said Tama could win and be the first father-son king of the ring. I go, Samoan Watchman, don't be coming here getting me fired up, bro. I was just coming down off this Tama thing. I will literally, Samoan Watchman, I will find
everybody
you.
Have King Tama. Oh my God.
I will be inconsolable.
I'm still gonna acknowledge you, Samoan. But
You got to. But no, listen,
man,
okay,
I'm gonna have you watch that damn comment because they're gonna have your ass. They're gonna take that comment from your ass. They're gonna run with it. You like how I did that with the Samoan watch, man? Yeah.
if
it's not your best work.
Screw you, Ohio State. Tell them to hire a better coach.
Listen, yo, shout out, what up, Jim? Yo, like, if Gunther gets past Dragunov, Gunther wins it all. If I'll say it again, if Gunther gets past Dragunov, Gunther will be your king of the ring. He wins it all. Drew not being there opens the door wide up, but he has to get by Dragunov because it seems like they're doing a little rocket ship thing with him. But
it's gonna be Gunther Dragunov in the Raw finale, easy.
Yeah, like if it's it can't be, unfortunately, brother. I don't know why they made it like this, but it can't be. It's Raw finale. You're right. Yeah, Gunther went through. Then that's gonna be Kofi versus Ray. Who gives a shit? And then then it's gonna be Gunther and then Dragunov. So that's the thing. And you're right in the Raw finale. But I don't. Like I said, that's the test for Gunther wins the whole thing for me. He beats Dragunov in a classic. Ain't nobody beating the ring. Get it out. Nobody. Lucci says, you fire me up, Lucci. What could Tama Tonga do to be better? Mike's skill or his gimmick is bad. Have you ever seen that, Lucci? Have you ever seen that part in Aladdin where he got trapped in the cave and he found the lamp, and then he rubbed it, and then a genie came out, and then he offered him 3 wishes? That is the only thing Tama Tonga can do to improve. Mm-hmm. He literally would have to find. He literally have to find a genie and wish and use all 3 wishes to improve 3 things. He can wish for world peace if he wants.
He gonna knock on your door in Vegas, Evan.
I want all that smoke. I'm telling you right now. Listen, on a real note, listen.
Evan, I want to see.
But on a serious note,
baby,
on a serious note, I know I do podcast stuff, but I put my money where my mouth is. I don't back down from nobody. Nobody.
You didn't get that PSA, Evan.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Let me keep it real. Listen, let me keep it real, bro. I know we don't know each other that well, but he can pull up on me if you want to.
I didn't say.
I'm just saying.
You wasn't gonna handle your own now.
We don't do that. We ain't gonna catch me being like, oh man, I ain't say nothing, yo. I'm like, I did. You're trash. And just like my daddy would say, you can knock me out and you still be trash. Straight up.
He said, "Shut your bitch ass up."
I'm glad you're crying, Lucci, but I ain't bullshitting. You find a genie and hand him that damn lamp.
Evan gave that PSA a long time ago. He said, "Pull up on me if you want to."
If you want to, for real, man. Don't let listen. I swear to God, don't let that smooth taste fool you, man. I swear to God, bro. I told you, unless it's one of them Houston cats and them Chicago cats and them cats from Oakland and them cats down in Atlanta and them cats down. No. I'm talking about wrestling fans. Listen, I want the smoke from who I want the smoke from, but I tell you who I don't want the smoke from. Especially them crazy people in St. Louis. I don't want none of them problems.
I was waiting on it. I was waiting on Evan with that shot. He said, "No, oh no."
And now you see, now Simone watch me try to bring in the guy that I don't want the smoke from. You can't be bringing in the bad.
No, Evan, you know what I'm saying? You ain't backing down from nobody.
Damn, I am. I'll be like this.
Ain't nobody gonna fight that dude. Hell no.
Over my dead body. I probably would have run. I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have run.
What you talking about? He's on his horse down the street. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna get in. I'm out of there. Gone.
All I gotta do to beat Tama Tonga is hand him a microphone. That's his kryptonite, and he'll just crumble. That's all we ain't got to square up. I go, here, take this. He's like, I'm melting. So we got the Queen of the Ring, bro. We got Io advancing, and then they got Zoe versus Valkyria, and then that's all they have right now. But early thoughts, even though they don't have much in there. Do you have anybody in your mind that would benefit from winning the Queen of the Ring, gentlemen?
Say the names again.
Valkyria, Io, Zoe, but there's a few people that they haven't mentioned yet. But I'm just saying, who do you think should benefit from that if you could book it?
I don't know who would benefit from it, but Queen of the Sky got a nice ring to it.
I like it.
So I'll go with Io. Give her something to do. You know, they've been getting their ass whooped like Drake from Kendrick Lamar this last few weeks.
I'm concerned with them using it for launching one of the young ladies, one of the new young ladies.
Yeah, I think it would be. I think they're gonna try to rocket Zoe. Like they've had her underneath people. Zoe Stark.
I mean,
I'm not saying it's worth it, but I don't see.
Just you're not wrong.
Is Shayna Baszler in there?
She probably is.
Because then she's already the queen of spades.
I was gonna say the SmackDown side is even weaker, so it's hard, like, to really.
They put no thought into the women's. It's like, damn, y'all couldn't at least put Jade Cargill in that motherfucker.
That to me was like a natural choice. She has to have match after match after match, and she's honestly not ready.
Because that means you gotta have like Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell. You gotta have B-Fab wrestle. You gotta have, because the SmackDown side is even weaker than the Raw side.
It is. That's just how it's presently constructed. Hence the reason why Jade's over there, because they need box office.
I'm sure Tiffany will be in the tournament. They just haven't announced it.
Nah, man, they shouldn't. They did what we told them. Dump, man. We told them.
I told you, man. I knew it, bro.
I told you that's what was gonna happen.
But I told you this is what they were gonna do, bro. I told you, she didn't take the pin. I go, so what? Get her out of that match. Get her out. 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 No.
We can be more creative than that.
But can they?
I guess not. Not unless they tap our show.
Yeah, listen. That's what I'm talking about. Samoan, you understand. People always push back on me. I said this a couple years ago. He said Jade needs a year. She does, bro. It's not a knock. It's just the truth. She just needs reps. That's why she's doing a lot of the live shows and things like that. And I know they want her to be ready. They want to put the rocket ship on her. They do. Jade Cargill will be WWE champion. Make no mistake. It's about when.
Yeah, I can't wait till she hit Bianca with her finisher from behind when she turned on her.
And it's a wrap. It's a wrap, but that's what you need to do, because to keep Bianca busy and keep Jade busy until she's ready to make the next step. The one thing that WWE will not do, they do not put titles on you if you're not ready. They don't. Like, not if you're not ready, because you really gotta prove your mettle. That's the one thing they don't care about. T-shirt sales. I'm telling you, man, you got to be ready to hold that gold, and they don't want Jade to look bad, and nor should you. You don't want to sabotage her, because she is literally a box office attraction. And when they book her the way they do, and she gets that, I don't care who the hell has a title. When she's ready, they're losing.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Jade has a WWE championship match, she will not lose. Period. I don't care who it's against. Rhea, Charlotte, it don't matter. They're losing. They're losing. Whenever it's booked, they're losing.
Man, she had probably the moment of Backlash when she did that move to Kyrie saying, "Oh my Lord." And they did a good idea of putting her next to Bianca Belair in the tag team division. It gives her something to do. She can get some work in. We can get the hot tag, get some reps in, and then when she does the turn after a few months down the road, she'll have more reps, she'll have more time in, because maybe she'll start to pick up a little more slack than Bianca. You could do a story like that, give her more, but slowly, because if you expose somebody too quick, then you just screwed over your investment.
Absolutely.
What are you doing? You can't put the cart before the horse.
And
my daddy always said,
you're right. Go ahead. You're right.
Like my daddy always said, boy, don't count them eggs before they hatch, because your ass might trip on the way home from the store.
He's not wrong, but he's not wrong. Shep was like, yeah. Listen, no, but to your point, in squash matches at AEW wasn't it. She didn't get better. She didn't learn. That was not the way to do it. And I always knew when she got to the E, they were not going to be doing that. Not on a high level. Not on a high level. Like they were like, you know what? She's a box office trash, and we're gonna keep putting her on TV. We're gonna give her the TBS title, and we're gonna have her just squash people. I go, no, that's not the way, because what that poor girl did, she didn't learn, and she will be the first to tell you that. She's very complimentary for her time there, but she didn't learn. I'm telling you, I wish I was there the first day she walked into that PC. She probably was like, oh my God. I guarantee you she was. When she walked in that and they were doing stuff that she's never seen before, she was like, what? She's like, oh, this is how they do things here? She probably was like, okay, it's going to take some time. And Lucci says, seeing Jade at Backlash, I see for myself she wasn't ready. Yeah, man, that's fair. It's a fair assessment. But she'll be the first to tell you that. She'll be the first to tell you, man, that she's learning in real time. That's called humility. That's called self-awareness. And that's why she will be champ. Not walking in there like she's better than everybody. Walking there being like, yeah, I know I need to learn, but they want me on TV. So I'm going to take it.
Also,
the hell I ain't going to the hell I'm not going to be on TV.
She has to be able to wrestle in front of that many people continuously because you can get butterflies. Like, I'm sure she hasn't been in front of that rabid crowd that was there in France.
She was nervous. She was nervous.
Nervous as hell. Nervous as hell. So she has to be able to work in front of those crowds to be able to do what she does in practice out there in the game. She is a former athlete. She is a former ball player. She knows what she needs to do to be better. And she needs to get those reps in front of those fans to get those butterflies out. Well, she's always going to have butterflies, that nervous energy, but to be able to perform with that nervous energy, she has to be able to get those kinks out because at WrestleMania, sure, there were a lot more people, but it wasn't as loud. Those people, that energy being in front of a completely different culture, that's something different. That's something she wasn't exposed to in AEW, and that's what people are talking about. It's not that she doesn't know how to wrestle. Can you control what you've learned in practice and bring it out in the game and be consistent? Because you can get somebody hurt or you can hurt yourself. So this is what we are saying. It's not to be mean. It's to be kind because we don't want her to screw up her path to greatness because she's on a rocket ship. She's something that we have never, ever seen. Something completely different. Black, white, Asian, don't matter.
Whatever. Yeah.
Something different. Like when they say the storm is coming, you better be damn well sure that storm's coming. But she's not ready.
That's just simply put, beautifully put, actually. Well, with that being said, yeah, listen, this we're all, because we've talked enough about that. We don't all of us are pulling for Jade Cargill.
We love her.
We ain't even gotta, yeah. But is Dirty Dom stepping out on Mami with the very attractive Liv Morgan?
You already know how I feel.
I don't even know who the hell wrote this in the rundown. I just read it. I don't know who the I don't know who the hell.
They done tapped my thoughts. They tapped my thoughts from a night at the opera. They running with it, daddy. They running with it.
And they think they slick. And I put it in there because they're telegraphing it too.
Telegraphing,
subtle, but telegraphing it because they had the 1 week they had Dom and Liv come out the same door in the background and didn't think people were gonna screenshot that. Then your boy yesterday, he started with the purple scarf around his neck.
Where'd it go?
And then he didn't have it on when they did the backstage thing with Carlito. Shout out to Carlito. And then all of a sudden, Liv out here putting Instagram posts up, and people screenshotted the little bit of purple coming out her pocket.
I'll be damned. Where was it?
In her front pocket.
You what? Oh, chef, you bullshit.
Hey, I'm not saying she gonna be in the Judgment Day, but when Mami come back, she might be kicking him to the curb.
It's interesting because they're building something there. It could go both ways. It could be Rhea is no longer welcome. It could be like it's a cool. They're doing the love triangle thing. There's a lot of things they can do with Miss Morgan. Well,
I hope it ends better than when Rusev and Lana and Bobby Lashley or Enzo or. Saying,
I said Enzo.
Dom,
my name is Enzo.
WWE got to bring this dude back, man. He was a movement.
He was a movement and
dude.
A bona fide stud. What can't you do, Evan?
But there was no teach that. There was nobody in wrestling more than that dude. Nobody.
I love that dude.
Nobody. He goes, what do we got over here?
A couple of haters.
Got my cup.
Cup behind
Cup
us.
behind
Yo, he was cold.
That boy still is cold. That motherfucker cut a promo right now better than 95%.
They don't want no, trust me, you don't want no promo smoke from Enzo. You don't want no.
That boy
He be going into the lab, bro.
Days, boy. He was the flyest wrestler I ever seen in my life.
Because he was just dope. Because he knew he was limited in the ring. He'll be the first to tell you that. But what he made up for, he understood that great wrestling, you can do other things. Let me cut a good promo. Let me take little cartoon bumps and things like that. But let me stand out. Let me broker that deal with Jordan. Let me broker that. Yo, listen. Yo, Enzo was cold, man. Oh my God, bro. Oh, that was
those
some good
two
times.
Injuries when he shattered his ankle and when he got that concussion. See, that's two things that him and Dolph Ziggler got in common. They both got injured at the wrong time.
Yeah, they did, and then he got into that weird thing during the wrong movement, during the Me Too movement. He beat it, but it was at the wrong time. Yeah, and you couldn't do anything, and it was guilty before proven innocent in that era. People were panicking, and it was unfortunate. I just think it'd be amazing. I think he'd get one of the biggest pops ever, ever.
Then
ever.
He was collateral damage with what happened with Big Cass and with Carmella.
Yeah.
He was collateral damage.
Damage.
Hey, Enzo, if you are allowed to come back, don't disrespect the tribal chief. Please don't.
Yeah, do it. I'm telling you right now, that would be a hell of a promo battle, though. Damn, that would be crazy, yo. And I'm not. This how you know Roman's great. Roman's so great that I'm actually questioning who actually would win. And that's crazy. That's crazy to me because I think Enzo could cook everybody.
Could he cook LA Knight on the mic?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, easy.
What?
Could he cook
LA Knight's Enzo Light?
He cooked Kevin Owens. He got it'd be his toughest assignment besides Roman would be MJF, and he'd cook him too. He'd cook him. He would, bro.
Drew McIntyre been cooking lately,
and he cooked Drew. We gonna talk to Drew about Drew. He cooked Drew too. The thing about Enzo is he goes into like the promo lab. A lot of these casts, you see that dude's notebook. That boy got a treasure trove of bars in there, boy. Listen, if you come for Enzo promo wise, you need. I'm not joking. You literally need to have the eye of the tiger. I'm not joking. You need to run up them steps.
He said he's the WWE version of Eminem.
Punching meat.
Hell no. Hell no.
He called Enzo B-Rabbit.
Hey, it's better than being called B-Rab from Malibu.
Oh yeah, bro. You listen. Of course, Enzo will cook the right. You listen to him. Listen, Samoan. Enzo would cook 99% of anyone in the wrestling business. The only one I think it would be very interesting is the great Roman Reigns because he has such wiggle room. He would literally bring up personal stuff. He bring up personal stuff.
Fuck that. Hey, Paul Heyman and Enzo Amore.
That would be good. See, that'd be tougher. That'd be tougher for Enzo. That's a tough task for Enzo. But let me tell you something. Let me do it like this. Let me break it down even better. Like if I had promo Pokemons, you see what I'm trying to say? If I had promo Pokemons, I would save Enzo for last. If the battle was getting crazy, we probably gonna do that next show. I had a promo Pokemon. He's like my ace in the hole. If things are getting a little dicey, I throw him out, and I'm telling you, he's gonna start winning all kinds of battles, brother. I'm telling you.
Mack got Enzo in his back pocket, like he said, or he treat him like Pikachu. He don't even put him in the Pokeball.
I don't put Enzo in the Pokeball at all. He too great for that. He just pull up when I need him. Yeah,
on my shoulder talking shit the whole time.
Samoa Joe would get cooked too. Samoa Washington, he would, bro. He'd get cooked, bro.
Ricky Starks would get destroyed. Oh man,
Ricky Starks would get cooked. I told you his toughest task would be MJF. It would be because MJ would go into the lab too. He'd go into the lab. And that's a good. Will 5. That's a good one. Does he beat the GOAT? I'm not sure. Because John Cena got wiggle room too, where he can get personal. See, this is what I'm trying to say is it's so dangerous because some of these wrestlers have they don't get in trouble. You know what I'm trying to say? Like this, like CM Punk doesn't get in trouble either. Like there's certain wrestlers that can say things that other wrestlers can't say because they'll get in trouble. So John has wiggle room when he talked about the steroids to Roman.
Throwing nuts at people.
Yeah. He threw nuts at people. He called Roman out for performance enhancers. Like Roman can say whatever the hell he wants to say. Like MJF can say whatever the hell he wants to say.
Mr. Missionary.
He called him Mr. Missionary. So people like that are very dangerous. Roman would bring up his legal issues. I'm telling you,
tribal chief don't get down like that.
You think I'm playing? Roman would bring up that fateful night that got him in trouble. I guarantee you, he'd figure out a way to do it. He'd figure out a way, bro. He'd figure out a way to bring up. Goes, so what happened? He goes, why weren't you here? Why'd you get left? He would bring that, and the crowd would be like, oh shit. Oh, I like this, Miguel. I like this. You'll have Christian in the back pocket. That's a good one.
Christian. I did low key.
Ultimately, would lose to.
I'm glad I took this rabbit hole that was not on the rundown.
I know it wasn't at all, bro. It wasn't at all. But we're gonna talk about Enzo, baby. I put any people because I'm telling you, he understands what he lacks in wrestling. He makes up from the promo, so he goes extra hard in the promo. So that's my Pokemon. That's my Pokeball. Promo Pokeball Enzo.
He got, man. It's just, bro, I could sit down and just watch that dude read the alphabet, and I wouldn't give a damn.
How you doing?
I wouldn't get ABC. How you doing? Like, come on, man. Enzo, that boy cold.
Bro, you're cold-blooded dude, man. Yeah, listen.
Than a piece of ice in Antarctica.
I don't know what I don't know what they're doing with lifting Dom. I don't know. Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit your boy up. Enzo and Cash with a team dude. It was a movement, bro. It was a wave. No, see how people just triggered the chat because they know this was a dope time. This was dope, man. That shit was so dope, bro.
Man, bro. Like we talking about what would have been, man. Lord have mercy. They didn't get the right run. He
said, I know y'all, Lucci said, I know y'all ain't gonna like this, but CM Punk in the back pocket. That's fine. You are more than welcome to have him as a Pokeball. Lucci. Choice. That's your choice. You could have any if you were able to catch him because he's very temperamental. If you're able to,
some people like cottage cheese, Daddy. Not me. Some people do.
The Pokemon equivalent of Psyduck.
You heard me, Evan. Hey man,
I've been too nice to this dude for too many weeks. I'm back.
You know, you know.
It's a Pokemon reference for that ass, boy.
If you know, you know.
Shout out to Pusha T and Justin. The other Justin T and Pusha T. If you know, you know.
Listen. You know.
Oh, Jesus,
they don't pull
Lord
no punches. They throwing razor blades. John,
listen. He's unhinged. He has voices in his head.
Man, I'm gonna go to bed laughing my ass off.
No, bro. Listen. So, I was reading a little bit about. I don't think they're renewing Jerry Lawler's contract. Right. So I was kind of thinking from a different perspective. If let's say that's the case, but I believe that's the case. How DP, how do you remember Jerry Lawler? You know what I mean? Like if you could explain Jerry Lawler to somebody that doesn't understand his impact on the wrestling business, what comes to mind?
A trailblazer. Mm-hmm. What he did for Tennessee wrestling and coinciding with the WWE in the early 90s and being able to garner that relationship between the two, not to mention keep it open and have a place to cultivate individuals like The Rock, people who needed to go down through that territory like Mark Henry. He had a place with Jeff Jarrett. There's just certain things that he did for the business that are getting overlooked by unfortunate things that he said in the Attitude Era, because it was the Attitude Era. And when you think about Jerry Lawler, you think about puppies. That's what you think about. It is what it is. But low key, he had a good run after that when it was him. I thought he did a pretty decent job towards the end before he had the heart attack and the stroke.
Well, Ziggler tried to kill him in the ring, but continue.
Yeah.
And I understand why people take away from him, but I don't want to take the time to take away from him. I'm trying to separate the art from the artist and what he did in the early 90s. Like I said, after the fact that the Attitude Era ended, it just was amazing to me. And people don't even talk about him versus Bret Hart. And that was a classic rivalry when I was growing up. Like, give that man his respect. He didn't get the heavyweight championship in the WWE or the Intercontinental, things of that nature, but he was past his prime. It wasn't his time to do that. And what he did before he got to WWE kind of gets thrown under the rug too, because again, he has arguably a top 5 moment in history when he slapped the shit out of Andy Kaufman. It is what it is. People just he needs to get the proper respect sometimes. Some people, he isn't their cup of tea. But I just want to take the time to give some respect to the man because he was in the WWE for 30 years, man. That's a long time.
You gotta know your history. You gotta know your history of wrestling. He was a part of a time where wrestling was considered real. Him and Andy Kaufman, people didn't know there was work. That's how great they were. That's how great they worked together. He is a staple in Southern wrestling, Memphis for sure. That's what he is. He was like Barry Bonds before post steroids. He was a Hall of Famer before he got to WWE. Like that's how much of an impact he made. If he never would have did anything but Memphis wrestling, he would be considered an all-time great for what he did during the territory days down south. He was able to by the time he got to WWE and did his thing, that to me was just like legacy mode, like all of that. Even though he had matches, even though he had rivalries, he was such a staple in wrestling. He's one of the staples in wrestling because of how the years he spent in the business. So when I seen that come across the wire, I was like, oh man, I just wanted to talk about Jerry the King Lawler for a little bit because I think what people get lost in the shuffle is his greatness before he got to the E. The things he did down in the territory days and keeping kayfabe alive and be one of the original people that made people believe that wrestling was real and the angles were real and the heat was real and literally having to deal with real heat and real fans trying to physically assault you in public. You know what I mean? He's one of the greatest heels of all time. He's one of the greatest minds of wrestling of all time. And I'm not going to let Attitude Era commentary take me away from what he did and what I knew him from. Chef, what say you?
Samoa just said in the chat, I remember, one of the first times we seen him wrestle was him versus Doink, you know what I mean? So like it's a lot that he did and a lot was unsung and not noted, but just for that time, it was like when he first started being in color commentary and it was different. It was funny. He had the sarcasm and the dirty humor and it caught all of us and we all popped, because we were impressionable, most of us in our early teenage years. So it all works, you know what I mean? But like you said, he still wrestled. It was a thing for me to realize that his son was wrestling, shout out to Grandmaster Sexay back then, you know what I mean? So so he had the lineage, having his son wrestle and being able to, call his son's matches, like that's dope. So like it was, I respect what he, gave to us and what, the soundtrack to our wrestling childhood for most of, the Attitude Era. So it was he deserves his flowers. It's if they decide to go a different direction and not honor his Legends contract or whatever, so be it. I mean, he's still a Hall of Famer twice over and, we'll remember him as that.
Absolutely right. Like I said, whether this is confirmed or not, it seems to be the case, but just in case it is, I wanted to get on the front foot of it and kind of give some love to Jerry Lawler because I'm trying to figure out any kind of other context we would bring him up while he's alive. Can't always give people flowers when they're dead. Sometimes you got to give people credit while they're still here. Like, damn. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, seriously, Samoan, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. 3 more things about that young man. I got 3 quick things.
Way too soon. Lucci says, my uncle showed me he used to wrestle when it was him and little kids, little clowns and stuff. I was like, yeah, bro, we're talking about a hell of a lineage, bro. Commentary was like the back end. Like, that boy was, listen, look up Jerry Lawler back. That boy ran Memphis.
As a wrestler, he was a hell of a seller. He was a hell of a seller as a wrestler.
Hell of a seller.
Number 2, I could argue he had the best right hand ever. Dude's right hand was nasty. And
I like his pile driver too.
But you took it right away from me. Arguably the best pile driver in history. So those are 3 things. As a wrestler, Go look up Jerry the King Lawler. The dude was amazing.
Big facts. With that being said, is there a recipe on the horizon, brother? I'm curious if there is one. You let me know. Let the chat
there are
know.
always new pages in the cookbook, my brother.
Oh, yes.
Hit me with it, Zoe.
Yeah, there's always something to share. You know, honestly, I thought about it and I was like, you know what? It's so, and we talked about, you know, the JV bloodline, and I feel like my recipe is going to consist of what I feel like Paul Heyman should be doing, and what he should be trying to create to combat what Solo was doing. So for me, my recipe is basically making Paul Heyman the Ben Affleck Batman to create his Justice League to combat Solo Sikoa and his little group of flunkies.
Mm-hmm.
So what he needs to be doing is getting the gang back together. He need to be going to the different cities and he need to go get Jimmy and go get Jay. You know, go to Metropolis and get Superman. You know, go get Joseph, right? You might even need to get Sammy. Sammy's kind of the Flash of this because he's that comic relief. You need that too.
Full circle moment.
You know, everybody needs to be included in the band. Get the band back together. Get the whole band back together. But I really do feel like, you know, Paul Heyman needs to grow out of whatever this scared little boy thing is that he's got going and really get diabolical and you know, as we've mentioned before, Batman beats anybody with prep time. That he's prepared for any situation. Like we'll
unpack that thing you just said at another time because
Paul Heyman should be prepared for anything and be you know, assume that this will happen and assume that these people will show up and assume that they will be causing havoc and assume that they'd be bloodying people in the parking lots and outside and running amok in kayfabe. So for me, that's what I should like to see from Paul Heyman. Maybe it'll come around to that. And he's been doing it on low because not that long ago, we had Paul Heyman out here with 2-3 cell phones, like he was Gucci Man or something. Like he had a trap phone and a bat phone and a cell phone. Give me that Paul Heyman back. Like this
did
Paul
have
Heyman,
a trap phone.
This Paul Heyman don't even know how to use a cell phone. Like
I like it all. I like this version. Bring me the Paul Heyman back that I know and love. Bring me back that shrewd operator, that man that's running amok all over World Wrestling Entertainment, 2 steps ahead of everybody playing chess where everybody else is playing checkers. Where is that at right there? And I like what you're saying. Bring the old man back. Tell him that Solo's getting too crazy. Solo be like, I don't give a damn. I know what they're doing here. This is very Bloodline.
They're trying to act like Solo is Doomsday.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. This is very Civil War. I know what they're doing. Solo's he's gonna step up to Roman Reigns and like he's like, I can't control him anymore, and it's gonna be Bloodline versus Bloodline for Bloodline supremacy. Yada yada yada. Guys, I'm not stupid. I've been watching this damn thing most of my entire life. Like I'm unpacking it just because I don't like it because it's very telegraphed. I don't like things in wrestling that are obvious to predict. I don't want to be right. A lot of people want to be right when they watch wrestling. I don't. I literally want them to do something I have not seen before. If this happens to be a collision course for Solo versus Roman, there's going to be Simone over here, a couple Tongans over there, and they fight. And I don't want to see that shit for 5 years. I don't. It's going to wear me the hell out. All I need to see is The Rock, Roman Reigns. That's it. All this other stuff is bullshit. I don't give a shit.
Paul Heyman needs a sling ring. He started doing the circle thing with the sling ring, and then Roman come out. He come out the portal.
Sidebar. Thank you for the recipe. Sidebar. Do you truly believe Batman can beat anybody with prep time? Truly?
No.
Okay. Because I love Batman. I always have to preface this. Batman to me is top 5 comic character of all time. I can go to war with anyone that says otherwise. He's the only one that has to do it without powers. So he's already in top 5 just based on that. His rogues gallery is insane. You judge comic book characters, heroes based on the rogues gallery. He has one of the greatest villain rogues galleries in history of comics. Can't nobody debate it. Nobody.
Like he's the most paranoid superhero I've ever seen.
He is. But listen, I like that you don't believe Batman can beat everyone with prep time because it's absolutely, positively poppycock. You know there was a debate going on online that said that Batman could beat Godzilla with prep time.
Yes.
Godzilla.
Prep time.
76% of the poll. I go, I can't stand y'all. I am sick and tired of y'all. And I told Heidi it's because the damn DC Comics let this dude beat Superman. That's what started this. That's what started this bullshit. Never should have let him touch Kal-El ever.
The man uses government name, Kal-El. Let him
know. Somehow Batman can get the ring off of a Lantern Corps member. Somehow he can overpower Wonder Woman.
I'm like,
somehow he can slow down the Flash. Like he shouldn't be able to see the Flash.
He can't even see the Flash. This Flash could literally turn back time. Stop it.
Prep time.
Like it's anything about everyone's like prep time. And here's another thing. Here's another sidebar. Who the hell say you get prep time?
Just saying.
What you mean?
Tony Stark got a better suit than Bruce Wayne.
Yo, listen, DP, to your point, I had one of the biggest debates I've ever had in my life with somebody. And I said it would not even be close, Iron Man versus Batman. He was like, you're crazy. Batman would destroy Iron Man. I go, Iron Man?
Did you clutch your pearls? You I
can't believe I didn't have
I got my shit and I'd have left that argument. Ain't no way Batman.
I was like, my word. I was like, how dare you?
Ain't no way. Iron Man got a suit to handle.
Excuse me, monsieur?
I was like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Who? I go, Tony Stark? Batman would have a problem with the Mach 1. He'd have a problem with the Mach 1. Because his Mach 1 is like that piece of shit that he used to fight Superman.
Yeah. Iron Man's Hulkbuster suit puts Batman's suit when he fought Superman to shame.
Look at this. Look at Lucci. See, Lucci's a part of this poppycock. Batman will find a way to beat Iron Man. Yeah, while he's finding a way, he's hitting him with the blast. He's burning a hole through his chest.
Straight off his belt. Hell no.
I'm sick of everybody. Yo, DP, you gotta now the opera for your boy before you wrap this bad boy.
Yeah, I got a little something for you. And it's amazing. Chef and I didn't speak about this, but I just have a quick question for everybody in the world.
Uh-oh.
How do you like Roman Reigns being gone now, huh? Y'all miss him, huh? See, it's funny. Because I get it. You didn't like the vest. Certain people of you, it's fun to boo him after he comes back from leukemia. And yeah, he did flub a couple lines, but the dude was that guy still then. He wasn't that guy now, but he was that guy then. You didn't appreciate him, and that's cool. And now Roman Reigns had a 4-year run, the likes we haven't seen in a long time.
And never see again.
Bitching. People were moaning, where's Roman Reigns? Oh, Roman, come have a match. Roman Reigns won't have the title every 4 months. He won't have a title match. Come on, you're supposed to do it every 30 days. Bullshit. Ask them in Lyon, France, if they miss Roman Reigns. You got Homelander himself, Cody Rhodes. Still love you, boy. You got Cody Rhodes out there with the WWE Championship. And what were they chanting? We want Roman. It's only been a month. Look, get ready. Strap in, because y'all going to be missing them for a long time. A long time.
I'm kind of sad I'm not going to see a slow bop in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'm sick. I'm sick.
I'm a little sick, too. But, hey, I got to experience that slow bop in person, personally. And it was amazing. It was fantabulous. I was excited. I still got my one and got chills right here. Universe, wrestling fans, you asked for this. You asked for this. Now the time has come upon you to where he's gone because you want him to either give the title away or be gone. We need a real champion. We need somebody who's going to fight all the time. Mind you, when Cody Rhodes gets the title, he misses a Raw and a SmackDown already.
Ooh,
Excuse me.
Get him.
I'm not mistaken. He's only had one title match since he won the title. Now he's on SmackDown. Is this the champion y'all wanted, or do you miss the Row, aka Row Mayweather, aka Floyd Reigns? You hear me? Do you miss that guy? I don't, because I appreciated what I had. I knew what was coming. It was amazing. Sorry, I'm the only one that had him in my top 5. I had him in my top 3, and he wasn't number 3. Hey, Evans waiting on that master where he can whoop that jabroni, The Rock, to put him in the top 10. That spot's waiting on him.
Top 1.
Let him know. You hear me? There's a spot reserved for him, but in due time. But my night at the opera was a simple question. Do you miss him now?
Woo! I know I do. And I'll tell you right now, he will be catapulted to my number 1 all time if he puts the shoulders to the mat of Dwayne The Rock Johnson, because his resume will be absolutely insane of who he's beaten. And if he beats the icon, even when The Rock's 94 years old, I'll still deal with it. And I'll be bitching the whole way, but I'll deal with it. I just needed that 1, that 2, and that 3, and then raise his hand, and the tribal chief can go on about his business and go on to Hollywood like I told y'all he would, and ride off into the sunset and have WWE prove to me they have somebody that can be that impactful and that incredible moving forward, because I don't see who is there that can be that. I don't see it.
Fun fact, this is the first time since 2012 to where you have not had Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, or Dean Ambrose.
Talk about it.
But to Lucci's point, this is what Lucci's point. This is what I always say, Lucci. You be listening to the damn show. Hardest thing in the world to do is to be over as a babyface. And Cody Rhodes is doing, to me, the hardest thing in wrestling is to be over as a babyface, because it's just hard. You have to cut positive promos. You have to sell merch. You have to do everything the right way. Heels get to do all the cool stuff. To be over as a babyface consistently is why I say John Cena is the best ever. That's why I say I will never give Roman GOAT status until he can prove to me he can be this great without cutting promos where he's talking shit about the titles, belittling all the people he's beaten. If he comes back as a babyface, he has to prove to me he can do it doing positive promos. I don't know he can. He has not done it in his whole career. So until Roman does that and beats The Rock, he will never be the GOAT to me, because the hardest thing to do is get over as a babyface. That's why Roman went heel. That's why he went heel. He's been a babyface still more than he's been a heel.
You're right.
Prove to me you could do it. I'm not saying he can't, but he has to show me. Show me. Samoan said you got to kiss all the ugly babies. You damn Skippy. You darn tootin'. You do. And I do believe that man is built for it. I do believe Joseph Anawai, he's built for it. And I believe he's going to prove me right or wrong, however you want to look at it. And I can solidify this man as the greatest of all time, because I don't give a damn where he's at on anybody else's list. Old Mackie right here, Mr. Slow Bop. Need you to beat The Rock. I need you to come back as a babyface. I need you to do it. Prove it. Prove it, damn it. Thank you all for joining us on this lovely show. I really, really appreciate you. Jay is more convincing than Roman. In what way, Shine Bright? Before I dip up out of here. In what way? You can't just say that and smoke bomb up out of here. In what way?
My God.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I just want to know what way and unpack it. I'm over here trying to leave, and here you go with some funky stuff. Lucci, the person to take the title of Cody, damn sure have to be ready, because Cody's him. Babyface.
All he has is a taunt that's over, brother. Other than that, I mean, what's he doing?
Yeah. That's my only knock. Yeah, he's because maybe it wasn't as clear as that. Like I'm talking about an all-time great babyface promo in the middle of the ring as Roman Reigns. Jake comes in and goes yeet 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 yeet.
I was gonna say,
and waves his hands.
Don't forget the oos,
and then the oos, and then a yeet 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 yeet. And that's not what I mean. I'm talking about standing your butt in the middle of that ring, vulnerable to the world, and cutting a promo that's a positive promo without belittling your contemporaries. I told you it's hard to do, because that's why no one does it. That's why nobody does it, bro. Because it's like I want to be a heel. I go, no shit. Of course you do. You get to do all the cool shit. Of course you want to be a heel. Who the hell don't want to be a heel? I'm keeping real with you. I don't want to be a heel in wrestling. Are you crazy?
Talk shit about everybody.
Talk shit about everybody and just run amok. How'd Lashley get over? Heel work. You see what I'm saying? How'd everything change for him? Heel. How'd Rusev get over? Heel.
Enzo.
Heel. You could go forever. That's why I'm like, Cena, GOAT. He was up there. Hustle, loyalty, respect.
Right.
Smiling around. New Day. Power of positivity. That is hard, man. That is hard.
They were heel for a little bit. They was heel for a little bit. Then you had a lot of people like don't remember the fact that DX was a heel group in the beginning. Then they went babyface after Shawn left.
And you know who's done better as a heel? Evans' boy, Fergalicious.
Yep. He's not. See, and that's what I'm trying to say. Finn as a babyface, because the demon ain't even a babyface. It's not really. It's a demon. it's Bray Wyatt heel. I don't give. I'm just saying, if everyone could do it as a babyface, prove it. What's Liv doing right now, y'all? Okay.
Rhea.
Heel.
Charlotte.
Heel.
I mean, essentially, Becky Lynch was even a heel when she got
Nia Jax. Heel.
Bailey's best version. Heel.
I could go for
Sasha Banks.
Heel. Her best work is as a heel.
Everybody like Austin heel.
He leans way more heel than anybody. If he's stunning refs, that's heel work. Just because we all love him doesn't mean he's not.
He was so
we
good
love
as
Austin.
a heel.
Mighty Mississippi, best work.
Heel.
Bret Hart's best work in the WWF was as a heel in '97.
Flair.
Heel. Hogan heel.
I even love Dusty Rhodes as a heel. Like, damn, man. So what I'm trying to say is, like, the reason why I call Cena the GOAT is because he was able to sustain greatness and sustain merch and sustain being compelling as a baby face. And I don't think people understand how hard that shit is. Because at the end of the day, when the chips are down and the dust is settled, everyone goes, you know what? This ain't working out. Let me go heel. And until the great Roman Reigns comes back, which he should do as a babyface, something refreshing, something different, you can still be the tribal chief as a babyface. And because I would prefer if they go against each other, him and The Rock, that Rock's the heel. I would prefer that. You know what I mean? So like I'm not saying he can't do it, but I need to see it first. I need to see that. I need to see Joseph Anoa'i cut an epic babyface promo. I need it, man. I need it,
Roddy Piper. You know,
heel. I mean, Ultimate Warrior ended up being a heel.
Lucy got the new hashtag. Turn them heel.
Yeah, everybody.
Yo, this show's over, man. It's a pleasure as always, chat. I appreciate y'all for being engaged, man, and talking to us while we talk our shit. Fellas, it's a pleasure as always. I'll see y'all fine gentlemen next week. Everybody in the chat, once again, love, peace, chicken grease, hot comments, and grits. Kendrick Lamar, will you please leave Drake alone?
Also, hey, Tom and Evan waiting on your ass.
Put them together.